Hello, this is Pat Walker at MissionWinners.com with another video for you. Boy, we're having fun now, aren't we? We're the Steven Spielbergs of chart reading. That would be exciting. Now we'll do Jurassic Park. That'd be festive. Anyway, here's what we're doing right now. I'm doing a video for you, detail and analysis on BABA. You're looking at it right here. Now this is after the fact, and we're going to change a few things here in a minute to help you. One of the things I do as an IBD Meetup co-leader is look at charts after the fact, but also look at charts before something's happened so that we can train our eyes and our mind on what to look for. We can see it after the fact, but it's good again to see what we do. It's kind of like training for something. You need to get ready for it before, excuse me, that's a text. You got to get ready for things before things happen. So here we go, preparedness. The spoils go to the prepared. So this is BABA. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shift this back one day. This was on the key list last night. First off, this is a max list stock. The max list stocks, these are the names, the big franchise names that institutions have to own at certain times. Apple, Amazon, BABA, Baidu, Tesla, Twitter, Google. You get the point. The Netflix, the big name stocks. That's where they go. MasterCard, Visa, Caterpillar, Goldman Sachs. So we're looking at Alibaba. And this was yesterday. And I was watching this saying, okay, this stock came down and it bounced off the 20-day on a slight pickup in volume. And it closed just down a little bit on the day versus the previous day. So it looks like there was some support here. This is what I was looking at yesterday. And I said, if this takes out 185.04, which is the high on this bar, there might be an opportunity. So this is the daily chart. Let's fine tune this animal down and go to the hourly chart and take it back to here. This is the hourly chart we were looking at last night at the close. And again, I made a video on this for the VIP members at Mission Winners so they can see this. So it's going sideways. It's just going sideways. So we've got the daily set up. And we could sit there and say, well, the high on this bar is 185.04. If this starts to take out above 185.10 on volume, maybe that would be good. Maybe that would be something we could do. So there's the hourly that we were looking at last night at this time. Okay? This is the daily that we were looking at last night at this time. 185.04. And we said, if it pushes through here, that's the 8-day moving average. It'll be bouncing off the 50-day. It'll be bouncing off the 20-day. Perhaps if it pushes through here, that would be good. So let's advance it one day. And you can say, well, gosh, what a big move. I don't know what to do with it. Let's fine tune this and take it down to the hourly. And I'll show you, right? You see where it gaps up right there? You see that little bar right there, that opening slash mark? That's where it opened. Let's take it down. And this is the method I want to teach you. Look at, for breakouts, look at the daily and take it down to the hourly and or 30-minute charts to see what was going on, to see if volume was coming in. This is an hourly chart on BABA. So we're going to slide this back. And the first hourly bar, it does this. Let's take it down to a 30-minute chart. This is the first 30 minutes of the day. You're looking at this morning before the open. We know about it. It was on the key list video. We all know about it. We got our limit alert set. We say, well, there's a little shelf here taking out 185.04, somewhere around in there. If the volume's good, maybe that'd be great. Let's see what happens. Well, look at this. It gaps up. It opens at 185.29. Okay? It opens at 185.29. And you can say, well, gosh, I'll just buy it right there. Let's take it down to a 10-minute chart. Right here, you see this? 185. You see this first 10-minute bar, what it did? All right? It's taken off like the rocket's red glare, and it's off to the races. So we have confirmation on the hourly. We have confirmation on 30-minute. We've got confirmation on 10 that things are good. Here's the open. You could buy some here. Here, same spot. You can buy some here with a very calculated small loss. You limit your losses. But here's the important thing. Why would we consider it? It's pushing across the shelves on the 30-minute. It's pushing across the shelves, tops on the hourly. There was volume. That's the big one. Volume surge. I even put it on the chart. So I'm going to do this again. It's yesterday at this time, and we say, gosh, if it lifts above this 185.30, the high there's 185.04. If it starts at this high here's 185.24. If it starts to push above here, on volume's good, maybe I'll buy it. And again, you advance it one day, it gaps up, pulls back a bit, it's off to the races. Here's the 30-minute chart, gaps up, pulls back. This baby is off to the races. You can buy it right in here. And again, look at the volume on the 30-minute chart. It's off the charts. That's a bad pun, I'm sorry. And it's off to the races. And it just walks up the line on the 30-minute. It walks up the line on the hourly. It was doing the same thing on the daily. So what are we? We own it down here. I called this out, and the VIP group said, hey, I'm buying some of this. And by the way, I always call stuff out, and I do it before I buy, so everybody knows. Not that I'm, anything special, but there it is, off to the races. Now look at how it closed today. It closed near its highs. See that? On heavy volume. That looks really good, doesn't it? That's the daily. Here's the weekly. Look at this. Cup and a handle formation. Could it thrust through these tops right here? I don't know the future, but if it does, guess what? We'll be ready for it. And what will we do? We will buy a little more because it's a bigger base breakout. That's exactly how we handled it. There's the daily, taking it back. That's what we're looking at. Here's the hourly going through. This was last night. This is what you were looking at last night. Going across these shelves. We say, well, gosh, if it picks up through here on volume, preferably volume heavier than this bar right here, the first hourly bar of yesterday. If it can do that, that would be great. I like heavier volume than this. Guess what? They voted. This bar, they did 3.5 million shares. This bar, first half, hang on a second. First bar here, 4.3 million shares. First bar here, 7.6 million shares. They spanked it. That's what we want. I hope that helps you. Look at the daily. Look at the hourly. Look at the 30-minute. Look for that volume characteristic. Make sure it's a simple chart pattern. You got all the pieces of the puzzle putting together for you. I hope that helps, and I thank you.